Oh yeah, I forgot that the title had changed to Creepy Static Cat. Hi, welcome to Cat Dad Gaming, and welcome back to Do Not Take This Cat Home. Got about half the ending so far. I freaking love this game. I can't explain how much I like this game. So let's just continue ending hunting and see where we get. I have like 20 endings so far. And the last episode we did the dog park and the carnival. It was very creepy stuff. So I've gone back in time to one kind of nexus point before that where the cat's in the box. Question mark? What is question mark? Dot dot dot. You're not ready. Okay. Right. Cool. Okay. So let's continue with leave cat. I just went on like a random going, I've not done this, have I? And clicked and it definitely wasn't. So let's go to leave cat. Let's actually save somewhere closer to the front. There we go. I have left the cat before. You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hope of having someone look after it, especially if you're not willing to commit? Yep, you'd never get away with it. Yeah, so I did this before last episode. You make it halfway out of the alleyway when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. Oh, look at this cute little face. Meow, meow, meow. You ignore. I believe I did the ignore last time, but that got me to the dog park and the carnival. So, let's turn back. Aw, how are you supposed to walk away from that? What kind of monster would you be if you could? You sigh a little and walk back to the cat. Meow. What a happy meow. It looks almost hopeful, its tail swishing faster as it leans up a little more towards you, as if eager for your next move. Stay or leave. So let's continue with this cascade of options. Alright, so let's stay. Boom. It's strange. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wondering. What's the point? You'll go where? Do what? What's the point when you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? One bedroom, one bathroom, and one you living alone in it. It's been like that for so long. So long. I definitely feel that the main character or the player character needs a hug every time I play this game. You're startled when you feel an impossibly soft paw pressed lightly against your wet cheek. You didn't realize you'd been crying, or that your little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees right in front of the cat's box. You feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can sense your self-depreciating feelings creeping in. Aww. Meow. No. Slap. It presses its paw on your cheeks 3 times in quick succession, as if trying to slap you out of your melancholic state. Ah, but they're so light. Slaps feel more like getting gently and eagerly petted. Ah, dot dot dot. You can't help but laugh a little. Can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty old alley with a stray cat comforting me. Ah, meow. You smile and show your gratitude with a scratch to the cat's chin. Purr. Thanks, I'm fine really. It just happens sometimes. Oh, I really need to give the character a hug. Meow. I really do like being alone most of the time. It's the only time I feel comfortable being myself, you know. I get that, yeah. But even I get lonely every now and then. It's easy to ignore when I'm keeping myself busy. That's why I pushed myself to go out today, I think. Aw. Meow. Or maybe I was hoping to make a friend or something. Though I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone like me would make for a very good friend to anyone. Aww. Meow, meow, meow. No. Yeah, okay. Maybe I won't go so far as to say that, but... What? You stay. And just talk to the cat. About anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, the losses, your emptiness. Although, the longer you stay there, the smaller that once significant emptiness feels. It's been so long since someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics, your hopes, your dreams. Happy memories of the past. Ah. What now? As you talk, you don't even notice the once cold concrete walls of the alley becoming flesh-like. Warm and pink. Ah, the cat was an anglerfish all along. Its softness slowly engulfing the both of you. The sound of your own voice feels hypnotic as it reaches your ears, encouraging you to speak more of the depths of your heart into the open. You give in easily. When you do run out of words, you're not sure how long you've been sitting there, but not knowing doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Leave and go home? I guess so, yeah. We're just gonna ignore the fleshy concrete walls closing in on us? Why would I want to do that? Interesting. You're too tired to move. Pouring out your heart and soul is taking a surprising toll on you, but you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you've ever felt so heard, so seen. You lean forward to rest your head on the box. You don't feel the rough cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a mass of something. Something soft and slightly damp and warm. So warm. But you can't find it in you to care on what it could be. You're so tired. You close your eyes. And you get the feeling that they'll probably never open again. But as that all-encompassing warmth encases you slowly, completely, you feel nothing but pure contentment. Ending 22, not alone. I was really... ending's really sad, actually. Let's continue with leave from here. You really can't afford to take the cat home with you. Well, maybe it wouldn't be completely impossible. A few extraneous luxuries cut here and there, you could see things working out, sure. But there's a slight problem that's been making you waver this whole time. One you simply can't ignore. That problem being that you just can't trust this cat. It sounds ridiculous even in your head. Cats don't require trust to care for. They're incapable of betrayal. Clearly never met a cat. Or deception, specifically because, like other animals, they only seek out the most basic essentials of living, procreation and comfort. Malice isn't something that could ever logically be applied to them, and yet, you feel it. That behind the gut-wrenchingly adorable face is something dangerous. And that something brought you here. It called you here. You're a curious person, but even you can't shake the deep instinctual desire to get away from it, get away, get away, get away, get away. Ho ho ho! Are we cool if I just slowly back away, cat? Sure. The cat's face looks blank. It's an expression you've seen on many cats before, but something about it feels sharper. Like it's aware of your thoughts and your intention to leave. You don't mess with the cat. Oh. And it's daring you to try. You slowly stand up. The cat tracks your movement with its eyes, not bothering to move its head. You don't say a word. You try not to even think. Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. Though you don't really succeed. You turn around and quickly leave the alley, feeling those sharp eyes on you the whole way. When you get a good distance away, you finally take in deep gulps of air. You feel better now. And there's still plenty of time left to enjoy your day off, as long as you forget everything that just happened. But what to do? I think I'll go watch a movie, go to the carnival, go to the dog park. I've had these options before, though. They didn't have this broken, glitchy text effect. Do I repeat these? Guess we'll find out. Alright. Let's go watch a movie again. So, I've read these before, so I'm going to skip that. So let's go to the old theatre. Does there a change? Oh. Okay, there was a difference. And we've looped. What the? How did you get back here? Get away from it. 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 You leave the alley quickly. What now? I guess I'll go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival. Yep. I'm going to skip this because I've read it before. Enter the maze. Spelt backwards as if reflected. Nice touch. You enter the maze. Hello again. You can never leave. The cat's face looks... Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. You leave the alley quickly. Oh, I'm stuck in a loop. I don't like this. What now? Okay, I did knock off the last one. So let's go to watch a movie again, but this time we'll go to the new cinema. So I'll skip this again because I've read it before. You head inside. Nope. Oh no. The cat's face looks... Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. I don't think we can. You leave the alley quickly. We go to the dog park again. What now? Go to dog park. You take a stroll or something, yeah. So once again, I'll skip this because I've read it before. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Dogs are disgusting! What? Wait. Dogs are disgusting. They should just die! Well, let's see, clearly the cat does not like dogs, that's fair. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, blocking your path. Yeah, this was the same. Oh, this wasn't. Puppy? ... You pick up the puppy and... Oh, no. No. The inclusion of human teeth is a big no-no. Human teeth do not belong on animals. That is, it's got human teeth, and then it just goes blip, and oh, no. That's a Cheshire cat grin if I've ever seen one. The cat's face looks... It's not pretty. Get away from it. Get away from it. Get away from it. I don't know why this just broke me. Meow indeed. You can stop now, please. Thank you. You leave the alley quickly. ... I've run out of things to do. What now? Go. I think I'll go home. Wait. Haven't you done this before? You feel sick. Looking around, you suddenly realize that, unlike earlier, there isn't a single person in sight. You're alone. You're completely alone. Oh no. So why do you feel like you're being watched right now? You feel your heartbeat start to race. You need to get home. Now. You walk back home, the feeling of eyes on your back getting worse with each step. By the time you're fumbling with the keys at your door, you're soaked through with cold sweat. Your skin prickles and itches. The heavy gaze you feel might as well be eyeballs physically pressing into your flesh. I've got goosebumps. Love it. Sticky and unnatural. You finally get inside and... Let me guess, there's a cat waiting for you? The weight of relief in the sigh that escapes through your lips actually causes you to physically shudder. The horrible feeling from earlier immediately dissipates as if it was never there. In the wake of its departure, you're left shaking and cold in your sweat-soaked clothes. But you're too relieved to care. Exhausted, you mentally pass on the very concept of eating and head straight for your bedroom. But the cat came back. You open the door, intending to pass out immediately. Ah, there we go. But the cat came back the very next day. It just wouldn't stay away. Alright. Not again! No! I do have to point out though, that rather than scary, it just looks derpy and I actually just want to pet it more right now. Just gonna throw that out there. No! You back up in fear. Eyes strained on the cat and its horrifying grin. You need to escape. You need to get out. But if even home isn't safe anymore, where will you go? You risk a glance around you and... Oh no. You see that the walls all around you have become fleshy, lined with sharp teeth. The ground, now a tongue, writhing under your feet. In horror, you realize that the alley's entrance is getting smaller and smaller, closing, like a mouth. You try to run for the exit. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to hide, nowhere to hide. But trying to run on the tongue slows your speed significantly as you stumble and trip. No! You watch helplessly as the last sliver of light from the entrance tightens beyond a size you could never hope to squeeze through, as darkness falls over you. You feel the damp humidity of the mouth all around you. The walls of teeth, fangs, take their time closing in, closer and closer, and... Yeah, the cat was a anglerfish there. I hate that. Ending 23. Feedback loop. Oh, it was actually a really cool ending. I really like that ending. The last ending was really good too, but this, oh my goodness. Maze. I guess maybe dying in the maze is one there. I'm actually missing one ending. The leave cat has been completed. Fully done, dusted. So let's go to feed cat. I've fed this cat before, and things didn't go well, to say the least. The cat actually ate me in one of the endings, so Yeah, there's that. So let's feed you again, but tentatively this time. The cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to the box that it's in. Though, it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left the box to search for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case, and not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do about the hungry kitty? Save. We have 3 options. So let's go check pockets. The cat's not wearing jeans or any trousers. It doesn't have pockets. Alright, check pockets. Oh, my pockets. Alright. You dig into your pockets. You find a small piece of string in your left pocket. Not very helpful. I've seen that string before. The string is far too short. And eager and excited... Ooh. A flashback to the memory of being eaten by the cat. Or disemboweled by the cat. That's quite clever. But it could easily lead to you getting disemboweled. Yeah, that's a really nice flashback to the disemboweled ending. Good stuff. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. I don't think cats and dogs can eat chocolate. I'm pretty sure it's like poisonous to them. You find a chocolate bar. Is it? Nope. It's not even expired. Just yum. It's just yummy chocolate. I love it. Quite the find indeed. You're about to offer it to the cat. No. When suddenly you're hit with guilt as you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to cats. Oh my gosh, I'm so... You resist the urge to vomit as your near mistake. I actually don't know how toxic chocolate is to cats and dogs. Like, I had a dog who ate my chocolate on Christmas one year, so clearly it's not like so toxic that one piece will kill an animal. But yeah, I'd be interested to know what quantities of chocolate is bad. Maybe it depends on the species or the breed, you know. Who knows? But anyway, don't feed chocolate to animals, it's not good. You feel so guilty, you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You're not an almost cat killer because you stopped. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. Mlip? It doesn't even know that you almost... What a monster. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. So cute. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. Meow. You leave the alley and return with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery shop. Should probably remove the bones too then, you know. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. Meow. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you've placed it in the box. Oh my goodness. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. So sorry again. Oh boy. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to just head back home. Rawr. That didn't sound like a healthy cat meow. Huh? Oh no. Oh no. On the way home, you notice more cats than usual, watching you from their hiding spots. That is oddly terrifying, but you try not to think about it. Oh no, there's a lot of cats. You can't help but wonder if they know what you'd nearly done. The Council of Cats finds you guilty of attempted murder. You shall be sentenced to claw. But it's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Right? Okay, this ending just makes me think of the Ghibli movie, The Cat Returns. You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... The council has spoken! Oh, that's loud. Oh dear. You look behind you, only to see dozens of cats standing there. Just looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought that you had more food for all of them? Oh, so adorable. I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes its way to the front and... Oh dear. Oh, it's you! Your evidence has been returned. Oh, it's... Held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you'd thrown away earlier. It places the chocolate bar down in front of it before looking back up at you. Alright, this just gave me goosebumps again. This game is so good, seriously. All the cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back. But without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for forgiveness or go inside. Well, the other obvious option is to save the game. Alright, let's beg for forgiveness. Let's Phoenix right our way out of this. Objection! You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly, you feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing off your airways as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. I hate that. Blah. It finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Don't like that. Just don't like it. What the? Lying on the ground in front of you. Gimme. Is a flopping fish. You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly. But how? Blah. No, not like... Oh no. You throw up another fish. I generally hate this ending again. And another. And another. Cat Dad does not approve of this message. And let me guess, another. Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final, tiny, bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride. That you've made up for your disgusting actions. That you've been forgiven. I guess the cats start eating you now. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then... you feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like... it's the bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. Let me guess it's going to be poison and you eat it and die? You smile weakly. You've successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly. The last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24. Fishing for a pardon. Seriously, some of these titles and puns are so on point. It's unbelievable. Alright, so let's load up again. Nope. Oh, no, what's happening here? Oh. Did I hit load or continue? In the days leading up to my meeting with it, I'd been obsessed with a memory. Someone precious to me had found something precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for them, truly. But then I'd been happy for the others too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for. That they'd outgrown you and your friendship. Oof. That they'd never, ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I'd risked the pain of their rejection. And just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. Okay, that makes more sense. And all I had to do was promised the same thing in return. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. Ah, this looping again. Okay. And you're actually glad that you did. Weather good today. That good thing. Maybe good luck too? Yes, lucky. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. You're so lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Is that some Franz Ferdinand now? Yeah, don't like the eye staring at me. Or maybe it was. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Stop leaping me back to this cat. Huh? What was that? At the end of the alley is a big cardboard box. Stop. It's a cat. Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. Thank you very much. I don't want to go too far away down the path of cat string, so let's go inside. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Jeez. You try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner, but how could you enjoy it knowing how hungry those poor cats outside are? The ones you've wronged. Decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was something, anything you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. It's a fishtail? What's that 80s movie with the mermaid? You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from the stress. You try to climb out of the tub to cool your head, but instead, your hand rising up to brace itself. Oh, a wet fin stretches out to plop on the rim. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so startled by the sight that you slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake, you think anyway. You open eyes, and you're underwater? You must have slipped beneath the surface of the bathwater. You gasp instinctively, except not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up, up, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? And even if there were a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in your shadow silhouette. You've been turned into a fish? This isn't possible. You don't get time to ponder over this, unfortunately. Because just then, the cat... Oh no. A shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see the cat. This is so goofy, this one, I love it. It peers down at you from beyond the water's surface. And then you realize, this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. Meow, meow, meow. I'm fish. The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the tub and onto the bathroom tiles. Yep, okay. As you flop around, gasping for air, or water, you realize the cat wasn't alone. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. I like the music again. You send one last look to the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As the cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh. You find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Aww. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Oh my goodness. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounted to nothing. Oh, why'd you have to give me, like, an emotional end after the goofiness? That's, Ending 25. Seafood sacrifice. Oh yeah, we were at the feeding. God, this game, so many things. Let's go back to look around the area. You glance around the dark, dingy alley. Let's see what we can feed you with then. And only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there was something for the cat to eat, surely it would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to just give up so easily. Keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. Garbage. You listen. And only hear garbage. Scritch, scritch. You just barely make out the sound of a faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin. And you lunge. You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You'd stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, grasped in your hand, is a mouse. It's a small mouse. Squeak, squeak, motherfucker. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Spare the mouse, feed the cat. Well, once again, we go forward to page. Spare the mouse. Are you sure? Spare the mouse. Oh no, don't look at me like that. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. Spare the mouse a third time. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? Spare the mouse a fourth time emboldened. Oh, yeah. You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. 5 times. Hand over the prey. Now. Spare the mouse. You let the mouse go. Yeah, felt like that was the wrong answer. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall, but you don't pay it much mind. Oh no. You don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alleyway entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back, and jump. Yeah, that feels pretty accurate, to be honest. Ending 26, a life spared. So, let's feed the mouse to the cat. I'm sorry, buddy, look at... The mouse looks scared, as if it can sense your intentions. It weakly starts to struggle again. Squeak, squeak, squeak! Oh man, I don't like this. The mouse is reluctant. Feed mouse to cat. You feed the mouse to the cat. Yep, didn't like that. The cat... the cat tears apart instantly. Squeak. Squeak, yep. I accept this. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through you until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happily at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And as cute as the cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide to just go home. I'm not going to get killed by the mouse now, am I? After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. You head straight for your room. And collapse on your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. Scritch, scritch. Squeak, squeak, motherfucker. Just squeaking and scurrying noises all around you. So loud and constant, they sound like screams. In the darkness of your room, am I being haunted by my... You see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You can't win either way, can you? You try to run. But you cry out as lances of pain race up your legs. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape, the hordes of mice dogging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark, you just about make out the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled, bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. The mice descend upon you, biting into your skin, gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up to the doorknob. That's really cute, actually. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Plop. They gnawed my arm off? With your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground, lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forwards to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you. The darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths. Nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it. Aimed at you. Alright, that was a cool one too. You collapse, and hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable. And yet, you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. I hate that. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you, and in between the moments that blankets of darkness fade out of your vision, you hear something wet plop on the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. Yeah, your heart. Weirdly shaped red, your blood and pulsing, and oh, that's your heart, isn't it? The other mice all descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger. Yes, so much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in the darkness beyond the doorway. I shall be avenged. Thank you, cat. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength, when something with soft, slightly damp and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Purr purr purr. Good kitty. Ending 27. Well fed. So, we have left cat, we have fed the cat. Let's play with the cat again. Oh, this is going to be so long. Alright, let's play with the cat. Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? Purr, purr, purr. Let me just check something. Oh. Hang on. I almost missed out the last option of feed, which was question mark, which has now been replaced with blood. Let's do that then. Meow. The cat lets out a sad, pleading little sound. It's hungry. It must be starving. So, you look around and see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves as if it knows what to do. What needs to be done. Ah, this with the music? Oh, it's such a juxtaposition. You take the shard and... Why would you? Why would you do that? Let's go shot 2. Oh no. You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads at the wound. Oh, 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 that's the door creepy. That's my portmanteau. Before growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open waiting jaws. It mews happily at you. You smile warmly and lower your hand into the box, stroking the cat's cheek before letting it lap gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak and the cat meows for more, you squeeze below the wound, coaxing more blood out. You feel a strange but welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide it sustenance. A small wrong in the world made right. Even if so strangely done, and only temporarily. Ironically, it's at that moment that you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You slump against the cat's box and listen to it mewl in distress. Give me more. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you'd like to think so. It could just want more blood as well. That one. The cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach and meowing unhappily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. You can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. If you were to die here and now in this alley, this main character is so lonely, it's unbelievable. And they got so much anxiety, it's like, they really, really need a hug. I'm going to say this every time I play. How long would it take for someone to realize you were missing? That you were gone? Huh. Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yowls loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why, as a voice rings out from the entry to the alleyway. Hello? Hey, are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away, deep, deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. It looks back towards the voice and with a final nuzzle to your stomach. It hops out of your lap, walking towards the alley's entrance. But then it starts to... Wait, what? But then it starts to shift as... Crack. As it split in two, its face opens up. Crack. It peels back. And opens again. Writhing tendrils peeking out from where you think its mouth should be. The strangest silhouette freezes in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is... They don't have the chance to finish their question. The tendrils converge into one, before shooting out of the cat's jaws, and piercing into the stranger's shoulder. Yeah. They let out a pained cry, a fearful yell. They claw the tendrils, trying to pull them loose. But to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who mewed out of concern for you earlier. Stop the cat, let cat feed. Oh, this is going to be the last branching narrative, I think, for today. Got too many branching narratives. Stop the cat. You can't. You can't let this happen. You shakily crawl forward and weakly grab at the conjoined tendrils that pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils pulsing halts and the cat turns to you. It makes a strange trilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. You can't even understand the question. So you simply scoop up the creature, the cat, cradling it in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you can't just sit by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they try to see if you're okay. Not when you could offer yourself instead. Oh. You think the stranger is set free, because after the sound of shoes hastily scuffing on the pavement fades into the distance, you feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. So the pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. You're sure it wasn't so thin when it skewered through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But as you feel your blood leave your body, slowly as if being pumped out, it gets harder to think and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You handle it as tightly and closely to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if this will change anything. Surely the cat will get hungry again at some point after you've gone, and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Ending 28. Personal care package. Let cat feed. Someone! Help me! Help! Sorry pal, it ain't me. Gurgle. Help! You look away as the creature devours the stranger, draining them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, and clothes heaped on the floor. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Interesting question. Does it not also have a right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. Sorry, buddy. It's not like you tried to see if it could eat anything other than blood. Human blood. Now, did you? The creature purrs as it rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better. You also think that something inside you feels a little bit broken too. You're just not quite sure what it is yet. You stand and hold out your arms. Still hungry? The creature trills happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah. You leave the alley together. You go out into the world together. The cat is hungry, and it will be hungry often from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go, and without thought or care of concern for any of it. You just stand back and watch. Ending 29. All you can eat blood fae. Right, let's do not take this cat home. Like I said, love the game. I love the endings. It's just, love everything about this game. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. I'm at 30 out of 40 endings, so there'll probably only be 1 or 2 episodes left. But yeah, I've had a fun time playing this. I hope you've had fun watching it. And yeah, I hope to see you again sometime soon. Take care. Bye.